everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches, and today I'm starting my first Christmas project, and I decided to work on the Prairie Schooler Santa. This is 2020 Santa, and I think these are really cute, and I want to collect these charts because, I don't know, I just really like the size of it. It's like collecting postcards almost, so maybe next year I'll get a couple more of these and start a collection, but yeah, so I'm going to stitch this on a 32 count linen and dirty. I happen to have a little piece here, and this is one of my favorite linens to stitch on, and funnily enough, I've just realized that I've only stitched 3 other Prairie Schooler designs, and they're all on this fabric. I think their designs just look really good on this. I'm just checking if it tells you what the fabric is. Yeah, so it says it here, but I think I'm just going to use this, and it's really similar to the picture anyways. And my other option was this opalescent linen, but I don't think sparkling fabric goes with Prairie Schooler. I think this is like the opposite of what Prairie Schooler designs are, in my opinion, so I'm just going to stick with this 32 count linen and dirty. And for floss, I'm planning on converting a couple of the major colors in this design, so like the red and the green for sure, and maybe the white. So I just went through my stash and chose some colors. So I have a couple of options here, but these are the called for DMCs for the red and green, and it looks a little darker than the picture. So for red, I immediately thought of this color in cotton. This is called Bing Cherry, and this is a really pretty color. I was really excited to use this, but compared to the DMC, this is way too bright, and I want to keep it as close to the called for DMCs. So this one is out. This is Bing Cherry by Color and Cotton, by the way. I think I just said that. But yeah, and the other options are these two. So this is Weeks Dye Works called Cayenne, and this other one is Classic Color Works called Manor Red. And these two are really good for this project, I think, but when I compare side by side, I think Classic Color Works is more close to DMC 221, so I think I'm going to stitch with this one. And then for the green, I only had one option. The called for green is a little bit more brighter, more like sea green, if that makes sense, than the Weeks Dye Works that I have here. And close up, these are 2 different shades of greens. So I'm thinking maybe I should just stick with the DMCs for the green, but I think it will look really good with the darker variegated green. So yeah, I think I'll just stitch with the Weeks Dye Works, and I think it'll look more primitive, which I really like. So, and for the white, I have this color called Almond by Color and Cotton, and I really like this color because it's not completely white. It has some color to it. I know it's kind of hard to see here, but I think these 3 look really good together. But I kind of like the contrast of the white in this picture, like very clean white, like snow. So I'm still thinking, but I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards using the regular DMC white. But I have this out just in case I change my mind. And for everything else, especially like the skin color, I'm going to use the called for DMCs. So yeah, so far this is the plan. But I'm going to head out and run some errands, but when I come back, I'm going to start stitching. So I just got the hat finished, and I'm really happy with how this looks. I think the colors are really pretty and really similar to this picture. And I'm about to start with the white part, and this was my first choice. This is Color and Cotton called Almond, but I think I'm just going to stitch with the DMC white. I think it'll look better for this design, so I think I'm just gonna do that. And by tonight, I think I want to finish his face. I think that's going to be a good place to stop tonight. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So it is day 2 of working on 2020 Santa by Prairie Schooler, and I think he looks really cute. I managed to finish his face and even his beard, and I think it was a good choice to stitch the white with regular DMC white, so I'm really happy with how this looks. But compared to this picture, even though I stitched his face with the called for DMCs, it looks a little bit more toned down. So I guess like the picture is a little modified, or maybe like in the printing process or something. I don't know. It just doesn't look like the called for DMCs. But yeah, so far I'm having a lot of fun with this, and every time I work on Prairie Schooler designs, I realize that I really, really like their designs. It just makes me want to get more of theirs. But yeah, so today is day 2, so I think I'm going to work on this again tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to start my second project, which will be in a separate video, but I'm going to update again with my progress on this tomorrow morning. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. So it is December 3rd, and this is my progress on 2020 Santa, and I'm really happy with my progress. I think I got a lot done, and I just stitched with the Classic Colorworks red, Manor red, for his coat, and this is all I have left now of this. So I think I'm gonna run out, and I'm just going to work on this again today and try to use this up, and then if I need more red, I'm just going to use the calls for DMCs because that's really similar to this. Or I can use the other Weeks Dye Works because that's also really similar. But I think I'm just going to use this because I think I'm only going to need a little bit at the end. So I'm supposed to, or my plan was to stop working on this and start my second project, but I think I just want to finish using this up and then start my second project tomorrow. But with specialty flosses, I'm stitching one cross stitch at a time instead of doing like a whole row of half stitches and then going back and doing the other leg of the cross stitch. So I think it takes a little longer doing it by one cross stitch at a time, but I like to do that with variegated floss because I think that way I get the full effect of the variegation of the colors. You will still get the variegation by doing it the other way, but I just like to do it one cross stitch at a time for the full effect. Hi everyone, so today I'm going to move on and start my second project, but I just wanted to show you my progress so far on my Prairie Schooler. So I ended up using up all of the Classic Colorworks, but I still need to finish up his coat, so I decided to just use this when I come back to the Santa again. So I just need to finish this corner of his coat and a couple of stitches for the rabbit noses and the candy cane. So yeah, I think this is a really good place to stop, and I'm really happy with my progress. So this is 3 days worth of stitching, and yeah, if I can, I want to get back to this and stitch this again this month. If I finish starting all 12 before end of this month, I think I want to come back to this for sure to finish. But yeah, really happy with my color choices and the fabric. I might have to get the Classic Colorworks again if I ever want to stitch another Prairie Schooler Sienna, so it'll match. So I saved the tag so that I can remember. But so yeah, I'm going to get ready to start my second project, but I hope you like this video. I'm going to continue making these videos by projects this month, so I really hope you like them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Bye!